Why systems matter as a business coach. Why a system is the bedrock of success in business coaching. That's our conversation today on the podcast. Let's jump in. BJ O'Neill here with the Business Coaching Success Podcast. So glad you're here, where I share with you strategies, tools, and tips to be able to grow your business coaching practice to six figures and beyond as a Christian business coach. Let's jump in. Welcome. Glad that you are here on the podcast. We are discussing all things what is related to success as a Christian business coach, as a seasoned professional. You may have spent years around business at some level. Perhaps in the executive world, maybe you've owned a business or you helped and worked someone to grow a business. We see that quite often. Maybe a sales manager, sales pro. Maybe you own a marketing agency, CPA. You've just been around business, and you have the idea and the desire. You want to see success as a coach. You want to do your own thing. You want to take control of your destiny. But you're trying to figure out exactly how to put it all together. That's exactly what we talk about all the time. By the way, if you are not on our coaching team and you're curious about that, maybe you've watched some videos, you're reading some emails, you're curious about how all this thing puts together, you can simply go to businesscoachmastery.com. That's businesscoachmastery.com. We've got some information there, as well as you can book a quick conversation to learn more. We'll just share with you exactly what our entire focus method system is all about, and you can determine if it's worth learning more about or not. If you are on our coaching team, so glad that you are joining us in this conversation. Depending upon where you are in your journey, you might be starting out, you already have 2 or 3 clients, but systems still matter. You'll get a lot of value out of it, which we'll talk about as well. Look, when I first started out, and just not to bore you with the entire backstory, I got started with an idea I think I was 20 or 21. Started my own business, bought another business, and so on. And I can tell you immediately, I was Mr. Random. Period. Like, first of all, there was no small business coaching, there was no consultancy coaching, there was none of that. There might have been at the Fortune 500 level, but by and large, at the local level, I mean, it was just everybody was just kind of, white knuckling the steering wheel, if you will. Remember this though: there was no internet, there's no Facebook, there's no Zoom. Like 90% of what we do today didn't exist. Matter of fact, our number one advertising channel, which is hilarious, by the way, was the Yellow Pages. And we laugh all the time is like we spent one time a year talking about the one channel that drove the most. And we spent a couple of weeks on that ad. That was it. And now, of course, we're talking about ads every day. So, systems. I would love to go back to those seasons and had actual systems in place. And so then, as I began to coach other people, and I won't even call it coaching in the very beginning, educating, whatever. I always loved marketing. I understood business. I understood leadership, those things. I mean, I'm very thankful to be a founding partner with the John Maxwell team. So I understand all those things, but here's the reality. There might be a lot that you understand to some degree, but one of the barriers that you have in progress, regardless if you're looking to start, regardless if you have started, is you're trying to mentally check the box of but then what's going to happen? And we get a little sheepish because we think that it's all going to be wrapped around our advice. How am I going to advise someone? And the reality is you're not advising anyone. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. You should be following a set checklist, if you will, through a system. Now, of course, you're going to advise and encourage around that system. I'm going to give you some examples here in just a moment. My point, though, is if you look at, you think about 90% of businesses never make it past year 5. Why? Well, they don't understand business growth. More importantly, they don't understand the business growth strategies. And so what ends up happening is you get people who don't know what they're doing, and then at the end of the day, even those people who kind of make it work, many of them have made it work through just like some, I want to be very cautious to say accidental luck, because I don't want to offend anyone who thinks that they do know what they're doing, but it makes it difficult for them to repeat it and do it again, because things will work out but think about it. Out of the 10% that make it, let's just call it down the middle. If 50% did know what they're doing, that means 5%. 5% of businesses that get started are the ones to know. That's probably a fair number. The other 5 backed into the right timing, backed into the right partner, backed into a rock star employee or two that was a significant and part of the build. Okay, I don't want to get off track. The point is that you as a coach, you need a system for yourself to grow. As important as that, you need a system to be able to coach the businesses and the clients that you work with. Because when you understand that I have a system, then that kind of gnawing what if goes away, what doesn't exist. And so as you're working with prospects in the beginning, you no longer have this, hypertension around the what's next kind of thing. Let me give you an example of why systems matter way more than your encouragement, your advice, and even the accountability that you're going to provide. So I use this analogy all the time. It's one of the best ones that I have, and that's why I use it all the time. So if you've heard it once, you may have heard it twice, 3 or 4 or 5 times, and I'm going to continue to use it. It's just a good one. It works for me. And so when we first got married, my wife and I, over 30 years ago, my wife graduated from college with a teaching degree, okay? And she's a financial whiz. She's like a human calculator. I would always joke back in the day before smartphones, we'd go to the grocery store when we were younger together, before we could, get them delivered. And she could kind of calculate as we're going. And it was just fascinating to me how she could always do that. She has that kind of brain. I don't, but she does. So she gets her degree in elementary education, and then, advances from there. And math and algebra and tough equations are just come natural to her. And even in the upbringing of our children, she was the math teacher by far. Okay? Still to this day, 30 plus years later, she can go to the whiteboard and write out an algebraic equation in the formulaic design that it has, in a step-by-step manner. So if you've got one big formula, there's 4 steps. She can write the 4 steps to get a result to where that's teaching someone, to where someone says, oh, okay, that makes sense, right? Here's the thing. She did not invent teaching. She did not invent arithmetic. She did not invent algebra, nor the formula that gets to the result. What did she do? She simply learned the system, learned the process, and learned how to teach it, which just simply means walk it through a process. Guess what? Business growth strategies is nearly the exact same way. What I mean by that is, when you have a strategy, all right, I'm going to give you pragmatic, practical examples. Let's say that, so one of the things that we coach, by the way, in our coaching system, we have an entire assessment that kind of starts the journey for a business. And we walk through 12 predefined business growth strategies. We have not made the strategies up. These are the ones that businesses all over the world that have been successful, they've used these specific 12 strategies, okay? And so let's say that a business that understands them. Let me back up. Let me say that a business that doesn't understand business growth strategies, and they're just kind of all over the place. And they wake up one day and they go, we're spending a lot of money. And they have this idea that we should probably take a peek maybe at what we're spending. And they just kind of, okay, let's see, where should I start? And they start thinking about some of the things that they're aware of. They see some invoices on the desk. They, ask one of the team members about this, that, or the other. And it's just very, very haphazard, okay? And let's just call it out of 100, they're able to score a 20% in opportunity to have a strategy with the expenses that they are incurring to run the business. Versus, that would be, by the way, in our system, we would call that cutting costs. And so you go to our coaching system, you dial up coaching cost. It's going to give you a flow of several different steps to work through in order. And so when you're looking at the first step, you're not worried about the steps below it. You're just focused on one step. Here's what happens. When you begin to go through a methodic flow, think about the algebraic equation. It's simple to understand, number one, because we're myopic to one piece. So rather than just kind of wandering around in haphazardness, we're starting with one section that said, okay, let's take the credit card statements out and just go through them with a fine-tooth comb and start to identify things that we're not even sure what they are. Let's just write those down. Let's take whatever. Let's find some subscriptions. Let's do this. Like, we're focused on that. When that's completed, now we go to the next step. And so this is why when you are a coach and a strategist, that's the reason why we use the word strategist and strategy, is that you're strategically walking through a predefined flow. It's not random. It's a predefined flow. So once we've completed that step, we've now marked off that step, and now we go to the next step. And it might be, now let's take a peek at the cost that we are incurring with vendors. We've worked now with thousands of businesses all over the world the last 15 plus years. And I can tell you, half of them don't know what they're really paying a vendor, and they've never gone back to renegotiate a rate. And so if that bucket that they're selling costs me $5, and I've been paying that $5 for the last 5 to 7 years, and I could have gotten, them down to $4.70, I've significantly improved my profitability. That's what our system will help you do. And so we don't wonder about any of it, because the system and the structure is completely flowed out in a step-by-step manner, making it super simple to follow. And by the way, this is one of the cool things about when you have a system and you have structures in place. There's, from time to time, you get a question. You're not 100% sure what your question is. You pick up the phone and you're going to call your advisor in our system. Say, hey, I got this question. Or you might use it in our Facebook community. You might, you're going to learn other people peer to peer. The point is, you're also not alone. All right. Another analogy, cooking. My mom is an amazing chef. She really is. And very gourmet style. But here's the cool thing. Like, when it comes around the holidays, she's gonna make, just probably like in your world, some of the dishes that the family loves. Like, you can't wait. You have it sometimes, just that one. There's one dish just one time a year. Like, I love my mother's green bean casserole. I've had it in other places. It's not the same. Here's the thing. There's a set of ingredients. She does not wing it. Now, she may know it now because she's spent, 50 plus years making it. But there's a set. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. Step 3, add this. And she follows we would call that what? A recipe. It is the same thing with business growth. So let's do it this way. Let's say that you got a number of products, but you've never really strategically looked at all of them and said, what are some of the, and I'm referring to the business owner, what are some of the other items that we could sell, that we could combine together and cross-sell them to where it would make good sense, because it serves the customer and it improves our entire what we're going to be able to get out of the customer, the value. That's the word I'm looking for. My mind went blank. The actual lifetime value of the customer significantly improves. Now I'm improving the profitability. Well, we would go to that strategy called a cross-sell. Same idea. We go to step 1. Do this, like the ingredients for the green bean casserole. Step 2, do that. Step 3, do that. And so when you have the systems and you have the tools and you have the resources, we now completely stop having random conversations. Yes, there's going to be times where, as a strategist, you're going to be the backstop of just some of the challenges that business owner went through this week. But for the sake of growing the business, you must utilize a complete systematic approach to actually grow the business. And the coach that does that is the one that, number one, truly has the opportunity as a Christ follower and a believer. We do a lot of this from a place of purpose. Here's what you actually do. This is the fun part. You're changing lives. Like God can use you as an instrument and an agent to help change lives by utilizing strategy to help the business. And so now that business can expand. They can hire more people. They can pay them better. They can offer them better benefits. Why? Because they have more profitability, and it all is about profitability at the end of the day. Like you want to solve problems, improve your profitability. We have a saying, profitability is the domino that knocks all of the other dominoes down. Because when you don't have enough meat on the bone, you cannot solve those issues in a business environment because it just requires income to make it work. A lot of businesses, they're overly focused on revenue. And that's really not how, that's not really, that is not how you grow a business. That's the reason why businesses that are huge go out of business every day. They're not profitable. They're fighting for their life, trying to maintain above water. So randomness is not a strategy. So if you're first starting out, again, you got good business experience, but you don't have the system and structure, that is what you need. And when you have it and you follow it and you install a system like we have into a business, that's what changes everything. And I would love to go back, 17 years ago and have done that with a systematic approach. Number one, I would have reduced a lot of my own overwhelm, much less prevented a lot of the randomness that I did. I probably added value, but I couldn't really help people until it was systematized. And that's the process that we have today. All right. So if you're on your journey, you're making things work, you've got some prospects in, maybe you have a client number one or whatever, it's wrapping yourself around the understanding of the system approach. And you don't even have to know everything. Matter of fact, as you first get started, there's going to be a number of those strategies you're not going to touch for a year or more. And so this idea that you got to know it all, no, you don't. Follow structure, just like an educator. Follow structure, follow tools. That's what the business community needs. That's what you need to grow a successful, long-lasting, six-figure business coaching practice as a Christ follower and faith-driven entrepreneur. All right? Until next time, take care.